the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8.
Get it!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Second down, they go again with Henry. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. The pitch to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A solid run by Derrick Henry. And here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, these two teams, the Bengals and Titans, you might remember they met in the divisional round of the playoffs last year. And that was a shocker. Titans seeded #1 at home, coming off the bye. They were upset by the upstart Bengals, 19-16 on a 35-degree January day in Nashville. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Fielded. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So a mistake there the first time that they touched the football. And now CD on the other side. What an opportunity.
A great opportunity because, remember, they went right down the field on the opening drive and got 3. And I think they're probably a little disappointed in just getting the 3 on the board. But here they have another opportunity to try and go up 10-0.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow, he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'll get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. 4th down, Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11 empty, 11 empty, 11, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. 17-0 our score after one. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry to the 43, second down.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Hey, check that.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Check, perfect. Bronco switch.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. There he goes, right side. 30, 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Haskins now on 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Henry up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
11 MC.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Unlock line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
On third down, Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
11 Thomas.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 coming. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On one, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Inside handoff, Henry. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Check.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. It sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself, or you pitch it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
Here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. A handoff running left, Mixon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 11. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Kevin McPherson to the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 155 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nice tackle, nice play by Kevin Byard. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Here we go.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Takes it at the 7th. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Henry again on 2nd down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
11.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
He was taken down behind the line.
Pack the 60. Pack the 60.
Willis, gotta have this one. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, this is Hilliard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, 217 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Henry out of the pistol. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Alert! Alert!
A toss left. Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Here we go! Here we go!
They run wide side with Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And as this defense walks up...
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we're not a ride nobody wave, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani Adebayo, Yani Ayeni.